Hello, students. Dr. Joe Crowder here, wanting to teach you how to talk or argue like a historian. We're going to go over here briefly is summary, which I don't want you to do, versus interpretation, which is what you should be doing. And action! So, summary. A dead person wrote this, then that dead person wrote that, then he wrote this, and then he also wrote that, and then this and that, and this and that, and this. And on and on. That is summary. You're just summarizing what a document is. I do not want you to summarize. No. So, what I want you to do instead is to interpret. Basically, you're reading the document and you're going to be surprised by perhaps something that is said in the document, and you're going to go say, "What? How could they write that? I bet this is what it means in the context of the great history that's going on." That's what interpretation is. So here I have an example. We've read perhaps Machiavelli's chapter 5, and in chapter 5 there's a summary here. This is a summary. Machiavelli wrote, advising a prince that when you capture a country accustomed to live at liberty under their own laws, the memory of their ancient liberty will cause trouble. Machiavelli then wrote, whoever becomes the ruler of a free city, freedom is, by the way, liberty, and does not destroy it, can expect to be destroyed by it. Liberty is that powerful a drug. My interpretation is, well, I wonder. That's a good place to start with thinking about how you can interpret that summary. I wonder. The Inca and the Aztecs were free people living at liberty under their own laws, quoting from Mr. Machiavelli. Is this why Spanish conquistadores utterly destroyed them? Is this Machiavelli chapter a how-to manual to rule? Justification for annihilating Native American societies, for African society, and so on as you go through the age of exploration? I would argue that Machiavelli's advice in chapter 5 of The Prince, which by the way was written in 1511, but not published until he died, 1532, encouraged power elites to utterly destroy native societies in the Americas, in Africa, wherever they sailed. The age of exploration was really the era of genocide, spurred on by a how-to manual. That's my argument. You see how that works? We're done. I want you to interpret, find something in a document that you can interpret and argue. Interpret, find, argue. That's the assignment. Thank you. Have a nice day.